older than my parents. Like they're like 20 years older than or I would say 10 plus years older. So
Yeah,
his version of his parents was like my grandparents.
I
So
get you.
he was raised in like a mother taking care of the house, daddy out
Yeah,
working, but my parents was more so hustlers.
yeah.
And like so I'm not used to like just
So let
allowing
me
a man to do everything like
exactly listen to that. I'm not used to just allowing a man to do certain things, right? Or everything, whatever the case. That's how you feel inside.
hmm
So you just telling me, and I'm sure this man who actually likes you can feel that from you. You know what I'm saying? When we are a certain way, to us, we might not come off that way. Like I ask you, like, well, he thinks you're overly independent. You like, well, I don't think that's the case. But then you say, well, I'm not used to letting men do this and that, and this. Well,
only
you can,
because I saw my dad like take whatever he wanted back from a mama that he gave her. Like when he get mad, he like,
okay,
give me the keys, give me the this, and
okay.
I'm like, that'll never be me. Fuck
Now we getting
that.
into it. See, this is what I'm saying. I understand it.
Yeah.
But as a woman with her own thing and having your own money and different things like that, it's okay to step and let a man do things because you have things he can't take from you. You got your own job, I'm sure,
hmm
your cars and your house, whatever the case. You have things. Now you're just looking for a partner that wants to come in and share a
Right.
life with you. You
hmm
don't have to be that way to where you're like, hey, I seen my father take things from my mom. Well, it's not his.
hmm
That's your stuff. He can't take those things from you. So you're gonna have to step back and be like, man, this is different from your parents. You can't treat him a, a certain type of way based off of what you saw your father do. You can't do it. For one, you're not in that predicament like your mom was. You got your own stuff. Your mom didn't. Two, this is a whole different person here.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, and that's why he's saying them things to you. He's got a reason why he's saying that. He can tell certain things in you that he's noticed for however long y'all was friends. How long were y'all friends? Like how long y'all
Since
been on each other?
2005.
2005, right? That's a long time. So you're gonna have to learn to chill. But if you happen to get in a relationship with somebody else, are you gonna tell them that's my friend? Did you see my live the other day?
No, I did not.
Okay. Are you gonna tell somebody else like this friend been around 18 years? That's a long time.
That's the thing, and
17 years.
I don't know. I have a lot of friends that I've known from that same school that I met that I'm still friends to this day, and
Okay.
it's hard to like,
Leave them alone because they friends, right?
yeah, they're friends literally.
Yeah, but have you slept with any of them? See, this that nonsense right here, y'all. This that nonsense right here. Listen here. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about the lie from the other day. Let me go ahead and get this to you. All right. I
Yes,
want you to repeat after me. Okay. Can you do that for me? Repeat
yes.
after me. If if a man
If a man
has seen my booty hole,
I see my booty,
he is not my friend.
he's not my friend.
You can't call him your friend to another dude if he's seen your booty hole, sweetheart. That ain't your friend.
You
Cut
never
it
had a
out.
you
Cut
never
it
had a
out.
you never
No,
had a friend girl that y'all messed around once or twice and you just like, all right, now we just stay friends and y'all never.
no, no. Once I smash your guts to smithereens, you ain't my friend. You are not my friend. You cannot go into another relationship with these dudes that's hanging around, because you ain't gonna tell your new dude that they seen your booty hole, right? No, you're not, because he gonna be like, get these dudes up out of here.
He
Tell me
already
I'm
said
lying.
that. He's like,
This
all
is
the
what I'm
male
saying.
friends is out.
This is what I'm saying. That's why dudes gotta know. Like, that's why men aren't too keen on these here male friends, because most of them want to sleep with you if they haven't already. And if
Very
they
true.
seen your booty hole, don't tell me that's your friend, because when I find out that he's seen your booty hole, it's gonna be a problem. You're probably gonna be single, because you done lied to me all this time, telling me he your friend, and y'all done slept together.
Mm.
You got a lot happening here. You got too many of these here friends and all this here. Them are not your friends, sweetheart. They just dudes that seen your booty hole. Tell them that. Tell them the truth, because
So
them
my
ain't friends.
question is,
Uh-huh.
with me just purchasing a home, because I told him I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get a home because my mom, doesn't have her own. So
Yeah.
if she ever needed something, she can always,
Mm-hmm.
have my house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed him the picture of the house. Didn't tell him I bought it yet in his defense, but I did tell him I was thinking about purchasing a home. He
Mm-hmm.
said, I don't see nothing special about it. I was like, well, damn.
Special about buying a house?
No, about the house. I showed him pictures of the house. I
Oh,
had
okay.
bought it at this time, but I just was showing him. I
Uh-huh.
didn't tell him I bought it, but I was telling him like I'm thinking about buying a house, and I just went
Okay.
ahead and bought it because everything aligned right.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I just start sensing like he wasn't cool with that, like me getting a house. I don't know. I'm sure he would like to have done that with me, but I just
Yeah.
felt like I couldn't wait. Like I can't wait
Yeah.
on someone
I
to
get it.
decide if
Yeah.
they want to be with me or if they don't, or like I just feel
I
like he's
understand.
very hot and cold.
I
So
understand. And you can't really put your life, like, you can't really send, as a grown person our age, you can't really form your life around somebody that's unsure.
I think so.
Like, but a lot of times when a woman has a lot of things, it hinders her in the relationship world,
How
right?
so though?
Well, it like buying a house, right? Let's
Hmm.
just say when a woman buys a house and got different things, man, it's a lot harder, especially like, let's say, a military man, like my man. He a military man. If he get with you and y'all, what I'm saying, get together and get married, whatever the case, that house, he gonna want you on base. He gonna want you leaving. So when women get all of these here different things and stuff like that, it's a lot harder for them to leave, especially if they dating long distance. It's a lot harder for you, for women, when they got houses, when they got careers that they can't leave, and what I'm
Hmm.
saying, different things at home, understandably. But it's a lot harder to walk away from those things for a man when you done lived your life getting all these things for yourself. So when a woman gets a lot of things like that, a house is a major one.
Hmm.
Because when a woman get her feet dug in and she like her house, she like her house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And maybe the dude that live in a couple states away, they really a lot of times don't want to uproot and leave their house to go, what I'm saying, be with a man. So it hinders a lot of women. They just don't know it. So a lot of dudes look at it like that. It ain't that you can't afford one. Yeah, you can afford it. But you know what I'm saying? When you get with a man, the man is supposed to bring the table
Hmm.
and have all of these here particular things. And a lot of times what we see now with women is that they have everything already and they feel like they don't need a man. They have an
He said
attitude
that.
like they don't need a man.
He was like, "You have everything. Where's there left for me?" But I'm like, a lot. You could do a lot.
Yeah.
Like there, I'm not saying that I don't need your help and I'll take care of everything. I'm just saying like I'm gonna keep the ball rolling on this side of things,
Yeah.
and then if you come and you choose to pitch in, great. But I just never wanted to hinder myself because, for one, I'm single, no kids, and I need a tax write-off. Like, I need some
I
help
get it.
with that.
Trust me, I get it.
So, I mean,
And
I felt like that was the best thing for
so
me.
would you be, let's say he said, "Hey man, I want you with me. I want you with me 3 months. I want you to come move out to where he live at. Where he at?
Japan.
Japan. He wants you to come out to
I,
Japan, right? He wants you where he live at when he here.
he does not want to live in the city. He already expressed that, so he actually wants to move like far out. He
That's what
doesn't
I'm
want to
saying.
stay in the city where he grew up at because he's just like, that's just not me anymore. I don't want to
I
live.
get it. I understand. But let's say he wants you to come to Japan. You work from home, or you
I
go in?
no, I'm a nurse. I have work in a
Oh,
hospital.
okay. You work anywhere being a nurse. You can
That's
go
what he
anywhere and being
said.
a nurse. Yeah.
He said that.
But look, I mean, this is what I'm saying. That's a whole world away. I get it. Trust me. I understand it.
Yeah,
I understand it, but look, you got things there where you like, man, I don't want to go to Japan. If he was in, what state you in?
I'm in Georgia.
Georgia. If he was in, I don't know, Albuquerque, New Mexico somewhere, he like, yo, come on to Albuquerque. You'll still be kind of standoffish about it, like Albuquerque. You know what I'm saying? Because you have things, you got your house, you'll want him to come with you. Well, you come with me. I
Yeah.
got a house already here. I'm good. That's how most women are when they get their own thing like that. And as a man, I'm not moving in with no woman. And most men be like that.
hmm
Most men be like that. Like alpha type guys that have a life together and different things. I'm not following no woman. I'm just not. I'm the man. I got the table. I got everything you need. Now, if you don't want to go and come here and follow me as the woman, that's fine. It's cool. And that's how most men look at it. I'm not moving in with no woman. That's just the way it is. But that's what, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women that
I'm hearing
have their
that
own homes want a man
from
to do.
men. Man,
Yeah.
they not trying to. It's like they want a woman on her stuff, but then they like, yet they like, oh, she's too independent. But then when it's like, okay, well, can I have? Oh, you a gold digger? You too needy? I'm like, well, what is it? Like, what
Well,
you
you gotta
want?
have it's gotta be a balance. It has to be a balance. You are supposed to take care of yourself as an adult.
Correct.
You're supposed to take care of yourself as an adult. But it's the attitude that you have along with it that becomes the problem. Of
hmm
I'm used to doing everything. I don't need a man for this and that or whatever. It's
I've
the
never said
attitude.
that though.
I know you didn't say it, but listen to this.
Yeah.
You said you didn't say it, but he feels that way because you feel a certain way about letting men do certain things. So sometimes you don't have to say anything. He said you do everything on your own anyway. Then you turned around and said, well, I saw this happen to my mom, so I didn't want to be in that position. Sometimes we ain't got to say nothing.
hmm
Our actions, our behavior tells people exactly how we feel a lot of times. So your actions that you confirmed with what you said
hmm
told him that you don't need a man.
I mean, when I ask them for stuff, it's just like all the whole like, well, what you need it for? Well, I don't know. I'm like,
Well,
well, you want me to ask you, but then yeah, you give me all these reasons of why you can't, and all. I'm like,
well,
I'd rather just do it myself because if I ask you, then I gotta get 1,000 questions of why you need it, and don't you got a job, and what's wrong with your bank account and all that. But then when I do it on my own, then I'm just independent. So I don't understand. I'm like, I thought men want women on their stuff, but yet.
we do. We do.
So what's the problem?
We want a woman that's on her thing. We want you to just have the proper attitude with it. That's it.
I'm
Maintain
trying.
your
It's just hard.
femininity. Maintain your femininity with it.
I'm
That's
trying,
all.
but I'm doing all this on my own. So I just feel like if
I understand it.
you giving me lip about why you can't send me money or give you, I don't give women money. I don't. Okay, so what are we doing? How we gonna work
What
this
you
out?
okay, let me ask you something. What you asking for the money for?
I mean, just say for instance, my passport. When I was in nursing school, I just felt like that wasn't a priority. He wanted me to have a passport to come
Okay.
out there, but I'm like, I'm barely making ends meet. So if you know
Oh,
I need a
okay.
passport, why not buy the passport
That's
for me?
$180 or something, $170.
But I
That's
just felt like I know that I can't go anywhere physically right now, so a passport is not my priority. But he's like, "Oh, I just wanted to see how bad you wanted to come here and how bad you what you was gonna do to get the passport. Like
you should
you
have.
buy everything else you want." I'm like,
Listen,
"That's games."
okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. Because I feel that, like, if I want you to have a passport, I'm gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? And I know that you cash strapped because of what you're doing.
Hmm.
It's $180, and I got money. I don't know his financial situation,
Yeah, he
so
don't have no kids.
I
He's
don't know his
pretty.
financial
Well,
situation. But 150, $60, like, here, I'm gonna send you the money. Handle. I've done it.
hmm
I've done it. So I get that. I understand. And for him, it sounds like both of y'all need to find some balance.
hmm
I'm not gonna necessarily say he's playing games or he don't want to do this, but it sounds like he needs to find balance also, because he's still operating and trying to treat you like he treats all these other chicks out here. I ain't spending no money on no woman. I don't spend money on women. Well, bruh, this is somebody that you saying that you really like and want to, potentially get in a relationship with. You've been knowing her 17 years and you want her to come to Japan.
hmm
Like, you gotta have some balance there with what you're asking and what you're expecting from the woman. Just like you have to have balance with what you're asking from him. As
hmm
a man, you want that man to come in your life and do certain things. He wants a woman to come in his life and do certain things. But both of y'all so used to being by yourself that don't neither one of y'all know how to cooperate with each other.
Right.
You on one end saying, "Hey, I don't need no man for this." He on the other end saying, "I don't get no chick, no money."
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna never get no relationship together like that. So he's got things he needs to work on, and you have things you need to work on. But it sounds like, you know what I'm saying, y'all are cool, y'all friends that have seen booty holes and stuff like that. But both of y'all need to talk and have a conversation about things.
hmm
You and how independent you are, him and how um, he's being a little cheap and not, stepping up to the plate with what he's saying he wants, knowing that you're in the situation that you're in, going through nursing school. Hey man, I ain't really got all this money to be throwing extra money. Like, he has to have some type of balance too. It's not just you, it's
Yeah.
him also.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
have a conversation with him about it, see how it work out.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Later.